Y'all know what it is. Your boy Sunshine, and we back with another reaction.
Hear that beat though? Definitely
Man, hey, look, I'm sorry I haven't been posting in a while. There's been a lot going on trying to figure out this YouTube stuff, because I can't just speak on one subject, but I know when people come to a page, they like to see certain things. So if you're gonna come to my page, you're gonna see everything that's going through my head and my opinions I have on these subjects. And that's just pretty much it because I deal with a wide range of things, that's going on in the world, not just one specific thing. And that's why I need to figure out exactly what I need to do. But man, just make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And I just appreciate y'all, coming to watch my channel and check me out, man. But y'all know what it is. Let's get it.
Reactions with Sunshine.
Today, what we're going to be talking about is a young lady who claimed she was a mermaid and almost drowned her kid in the neighborhood pond. Right here in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. It made the news. And I was there. When I went home that night, I said, ain't nobody going to believe this story. Because it was that unbelievable. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. I'm going to read to y'all the police report, and I'm going to tell y'all the story of how it went down when I was there. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Woman claiming to be mermaid charged after child falls out of kayak in Horry County Pond, police report says. A woman who claimed to be a mermaid is facing charges after a small child fell out of a kayak and she had to swim across a neighborhood pond while holding the child, according to the Horry County Police report. Sasha Rodriguez then allegedly stripped off her clothes to prove that she was a mermaid, the report said. She was charged with unlawful conduct towards a child after the June 6th incident on Maypop Circle. According to the arrest warrant, Rodriguez placed the child in the kayak without proper safety equipment. She was booked into J. Reuben Long Detention Center on a $2,500 bond and released the following day, jail records show. Horry County Police began investigating when officers were called to Wellingford Circle to conduct a welfare check, the report said. Before officers arrived, they learned that a woman was acting erratic in the neighborhood, advising she was a mermaid. Neighbors said the woman and child had come across the pond in a kayak and that the child's clothes were wet, the report said. Officers then talked to someone on Maypop Circle who told them what had happened. After Rodriguez stripped off her clothes, the person told officers they were able to grab the child and carry him to safety. When officers talked to Rodriguez, the report said she was still erratic and being loud and boisterous in the parking lot, and changed the story about why she was in the kayak and why the child was in the water multiple times. She advised she was taking the kayak to give away to make money so that she could buy a guitar in Myrtle Beach, and that the people across the lake were using drugs and that she was a mermaid in her soul, the report said. We all hear the stories about how a mother unalived their child, drowned them or whatever the case may be. And I believe if I and the people who were at the kickback wasn't there that night, then this story could have went a whole lot worse. So let me tell you my side of the story while I was there and why I was there. All right, we chilling. Went to go to a little bar, play some pool. And after the bar was closing, we all decided to go to my man's house. He was having a little kickback there. And I usually don't do kickbacks, but I'm like, you know what? I ain't got nothing else to do tonight. I might as well go. And thank God we all did go there. Thank God. Thank God. That was all God. So we at the house about, I say, maybe 15, 20 minutes with my boy Red. We'll just call him Red, yeah. comes in the back door and he ain't got no clothes on. All he got is his gym shorts on. He was fully clothed when I last seen him. I'm like, what the hell you got going on, Red? He like, man, I just had to jump in the pond and save this baby and this girl. He said, I just had to strip down butt naked and jump in the pond to save her. She out there butt naked right now. I'm like, man, you tripping. He's like, man, come on, she out back, man, come on. I'm like, all right, let me go see what the hell going on. Red always in some crazy shit, or I hear some crazy stories, unbelievable stories. And this just happens to be one of them. So I go out back, and several people from the kickback who was already, so several people who was at the kickback was already out back tending to the child. You know what I'm saying? I go over there, the child sitting on a bed, one of those beds that you put into a crib, a baby's crib, and this child to be like 3-4 years old, maybe, little boy. So they're asking him if he's hungry. They're feeding him. They're giving him water, making sure he's straight. And the mother's nowhere around. So probably like a few seconds later, maybe like 30 seconds, maybe a minute later, the mother comes out of the neighbor's backyard hollering, oh, now y'all want to look out for me. Y'all ain't want to do nothing for my baby. Then now y'all want to help. Like, she was erratic. Like, I'm like, whoa. This ain't that type of party. So she's in her clothes. She's in sweatpants and a t-shirt, and she's walking around acting erratic. She argues with a couple of the people, but they're just letting her know that they're making sure her baby's okay. So she calms down. She starts talking about she's a mermaid. I'm just conversating with her, trying to get on a level. I'm like, yeah, I like mermaids. Have you seen Siren? Like, Siren is a mermaid show. A really good show. If y'all haven't checked it out, make sure y'all check it out. Siren. If that blow, make sure y'all hit me in the ads. But yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm a mermaid. I'm thinking she's joking, we just shooting it, you know what. And then, I'm like, apparently y'all got this, so I'm gonna go back in the house and see what's good. So I go back in the house, and then I come back out to check on the baby like 5 minutes later, you know what I'm saying? And then when I get out there, they like, man, we got to do something. We got to figure this out. This girl is not right in the head. We got to make sure that this baby make it home safely, because I don't know what's going to happen. And she's trying to go back across the pond with the baby. And I'm looking like, Red, you brought her over here. Maybe you can walk her and the kid back over. But this was a huge pond. Like, it was no walking back over. Like, you would have to walk around the whole neighborhood just to get to the pond. Get back to her side. Like, by now, she's acting erratic. So we got to figure this thing out. But what we're going to do is, if she acts a fool, we're just going to say we're going to call the police, and that's it. We're like, all right. So we got it's like a huddle, but not a huddle. And the girl's acting crazy, like, I'm a mermaid. Y'all want to see me turn into a mermaid? She takes off her shirt. Boobs out and everything, just running back and forth around the yard. Y'all want to see me turn into a mermaid? Y'all want to see me turn into a mermaid? Lord. They like, grab the baby while she's acting erratic. So my homegirl went and grabbed the baby, went to take the baby in. She's at the pond about to strip down her pants and about to jump in the pond. And the baby yells, Mama. Woo! Why that baby do that? She flipped out. Went and grabbed her baby. Now, homegirl trying to hold the baby. She pulling the baby. So my homegirl let the baby go. So now she's trying to jump back into the pond with the baby. They tug of war with the baby. She falls on the ground. She grabbed the baby. She death rolls. And I'm saying, like, say the pond is like right here. and she's death rolling, about to go into the pond with the baby. We like, nah. We all drag her away from the pond with the baby in her hand. She's hollering. Took three of us to pry her hands and to grab the baby out of her hands. She's flipping. She's yelling. Let me go, let me go, let me go. I'm like, yeah, you got to calm down. You don't want the cops to come. We don't want the cops to come. We're going to make sure everything works out in the best interest of you and your child. We calm her down. There's a whole lot of stuff that went into it. She had us swinging on the swing set, all type of crazy, acting a rag. My boy, he about to throw up, you know what I'm saying? He can't hang no more. We had to get him some water. We got to get her some water. We got to take care of the baby, you know what I'm saying? But my boy who was throwing up, he was making sure everything was cool and calm her down. Actually, me and him was out there with her, making sure that she was calm. He was in no position to be helping anybody but himself. But, you know, he helped. Shout out to my boy. So they get the baby in the house. We all chilling. Make sure she's calm. We're going to bring you in. Once you're calm, and you're going to get your child, and we're going to make sure you get to where you go. She's like, oh, no, y'all all on drugs. Mind you, none of us on drugs. We got liquor, but no kids are there, so of course we can have liquor. And mind you, when we was when we was trying to pry that baby out, this girl was stronger than 10 men. I don't know what she was on, but she was stronger than 10 men. But yeah, after all that, once they got everything straight, they got the baby to the front. I think someone called the police. You know what I'm saying? Because there was no way we were going to wake up in the morning and hear about some child being drowned in the pond. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, I'm about to leave. I ain't got no time to be sitting around here. I did my due diligence. I helped the baby out. You know what I'm saying? Because I could not live with myself if anything happened to that child, and I had to hear about it the next morning. But got in the car and I went home. 5 minutes later, police was there. You know, it is what it is. But moral of the story is, we saved a baby's life. So God is good. Thankful I was there. I'm thankful the people who were there. Thankful the guy who decided to throw the kickback, my boy, decided to throw it, you know. I'm just looking at things from a bigger picture, like, it is what it is. But yeah, if this story did not come out in the news, nobody would ever believe this story. This story, you know, I'm just telling y'all how it went while I was there. I don't want to keep y'all, hold y'all, break down the intricate details. I don't care if it don't sound exciting. I'm just letting y'all know what happened when I was there. But yeah, man, if ever y'all come into a situation like this and y'all have somebody erratic with a child, just make sure y'all do the same thing, man. Get her help. That mental health is something serious. And I hope the best for the girl because she got out that day. So I hope she gets on the proper medication and they take care of her. And hopefully, you know, this will be the end of the story that we hear. And hopefully that child grows to be a beautiful adult, whatever. But yeah, man, y'all know what it is. It's your boy San, man. Ride with me, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. It's another reaction with San. We out.